Hi everyone. I haven't done a horizontal vlog in a really long time, but I wanted to come on to share what mornings are like. I didn't sleep a lot last night, and you could see I have my pillow like pushed up against my chest. It's not pain. It's just the weight of the implants and how it feels every morning. So you can see I'm not wearing my like Mondo Hospital Velcro bra. When I went for my follow-up last week at Plastics, they said I can just, that I had no restrictions at all. So that meant sleeping like I normally would sleep, which was great in words, not so much in action. So I still have pretty much the same setup in my bed. I'm not as reclined as upright as I was before. I'm not ready to be fully horizontal yet, just because of the weight. And last night, again, I try at nighttime before I go to bed to just connect more with my body. And it's just a matter of touch. Yes, there's an underlying desire that if I touch enough, maybe the numbness will subside a bit and I'll have more feeling in my boob as a whole. I have to say, and I don't remember if I talked about this yesterday, but I've been watching more videos on YouTube about the implant procedure. I think I did talk about that. And it's made me have a closer connection with my boobs. I still find it weird that the implants are in there, but it's more of a discovery phase where I am right now. It's crazy the different stages of like accepting that this body is yours. And I think of the $6 Million Man. If you're really young and don't know who that is, you can Google it. Or like his body was put back together again, or the bionic woman. I'm not bionic, but, well, I do have titanium, but not in my boobs anymore because those were taken out. That's interesting, because when you watch the videos of them taking out, if you watch mastectomy videos, so hold on, let me rewind a second. When you have biopsies done, this is rewinding a long time ago in vlogs. When you have a biopsy done, they put a metal marker, a titanium marker, in your breast where they did the biopsy. So if everything is fine, then they just know, okay, this is an area where I looked at before. And if anything is like wrong, like they need to do a lumpectomy or something, they know exactly where to look because that's marking where the tumor was or tumors were. So I had 3 markers. But what just dawned on me is as I'm watching the video of these mastectomies and they take the tissue. I mean, well, it's the morning and I don't want to get nauseous because I didn't sleep a lot, so I'm not feeling that great. Anyway, they take the breast tissue out and like place it out. Ow, that hurts. That hurts. They place it on a tray or whatever. But then I wonder like if there's a click when the titanium pieces touch. Just a random thought. I don't know why. Because then obviously if you're having a mastectomy, the markers are gone because they're no longer in you anymore. Anyway, that's weird. But yeah, I've definitely been going through more stages of understanding and coming to explore the parts that make up my breast now. So when I lay on my back just to like chill before bed, my right side, the one where the cancer was, the right side, it's pretty cut and dry. That implant seems like more, it's hard to explain. It seems more like the shape on, okay, the shape of it seems more normal on my cleavage, towards the cleavage. When it gets down, like on the other side of my armpit, that's when things start looking a little bit weirder. I guess because of all the cutting, and I still have some swelling, the lymph nodes being taken out, all of that stuff. So there's still some stuff to heal, but what's mostly in my space is my cleavage. Obviously, I'm not like going around like showing off my cleavage right now, but it doesn't look like what it used to look like, clearly. But when I touch my right breast closer to my cleavage, I mean, it just feels more firm, I guess. You wouldn't necessarily even know if it's an implant or not for me. I mean, honestly, I can't tell the difference between how my old boob would feel and the implant, which is great. My left side, which seems to want to weigh closer to my armpit. So my left side looks really pretty around my armpit side. It's a nice curve. But by my cleavage, it's almost like shifted over a little bit. I, again, am not analyzing anything with that because that could shift over the 6 months I have to wait before I go back to plastics, and then they deal with my tattooing and stuff. But what's really weird and freaky, but also a reminder of what I went through, is that like I could put my hand in between where my cleavage is, and then if I shift over to the left a little bit, I can feel my breastbone, and then it goes down a little bit before I start feeling the implant. The other side is like, whoop, it's a nice little circle. But my left side goes down a little bit. And yes, it's not perfect. No boobs are perfect, even if they're like, your regular healthy boobs. But part of me was like, well, maybe they can go in and do something to like clean that up a little bit or something so that it feels like the right one. And then part of me is also like, like, look at all the stuff that I've been through. I feel like if they look too perfect, which they never will be, but if they look too perfect, it looks like nothing ever happened. And clearly I'll have a constant reminder because of the tattooing of my nipples, which I'm assured will be very lifelike. It's true. I mean, I've seen pictures of them and stuff, and you really can't tell the difference. But it's almost like a physical reminder of how strong I am with this whole process, and how strong my body is with all that it's been through. Yeah, so that's a weirdness there. And again, I can't overanalyze because who knows what it will be like. A couple little things, and then I need to have coffee and get out of bed and start my day. My left hand yesterday had been tingly. It still is. I don't know what that's about. Of course, my head goes to the tamoxifen and blood clots and stuff, but I don't have pain. It's just tingliness. I also have been really overdoing with doing stuff. Friday was the football game, and I was there for the whole time. I was socializing. I was trying to get my mental space in a good space, and yay, success with that. I had a really, really nice time. And then slept like a rock. I think I slept 8 hours that night, which was the most I've slept in months. And then yesterday I was cleaning my apartment like I was nesting. I don't know what was going on. I was cleaning. I actually never did my exercises. But when I was thinking about all stuff that I did, even laundry alone, washing sheets and putting sheets on a bed is really, really, really hard. Yeah, I put sheets on a queen size bed, and the stretching to get the sheets around the corners is really hard. I should have probably waited until my son came home so he could have helped me, but I wanted to like surprise him with a fresh sheets and a freshly made bed and stuff. But the stretching is really hard. It didn't hurt. I didn't have any pings. It was just a noticeable stretch with the muscles, mostly closer to the top of my breastbone, where almost overlapping into where my shoulder is. So I feel like those kind of were my exercises, but I'll do my real exercises tomorrow or today. But yeah, the mornings are awkward still. Again, I'm on week 7. I imagine it will take some time to get back to normal. So behind my phone, on my left side is the standing desk that I had gotten, that someone was giving away, which has been like a friggin' godsend. So if I need to reach my glasses or my phone or water or something, it's all right next to me. I am more laid back with elevation, like I said, but it's still not normal for me. Like, normal for me is laying totally on my left side, and I'm not ready for the weight of my boobs on that. So what I do is like take my pillow and when I'm sleeping and shove it by my left side under my arm, not to support my arm. It's almost like to keep my boob in place, even though I'm not using the bra, but I still need some support, because if I just let them like go, it's just a lot of weight and it's uncomfortable, and I can almost feel like this like stretching in between my boobs, and I don't like want my skin to get stretched out there. And I do the same thing on my right side. I actually use Tex for that on my right side. But I've been overdoing a bit. I really don't know if it's overdoing. I'm not having pain, but the exercises that I'm doing are definitely a unique stretch that I'm not used to. Right now, what I'm doing is sliding my hands alternately up a wall. I stand like, I didn't show you the specifics, but I stand like 2 to 4 inches away from a wall. It's very hard to find a wall in your place that doesn't have anything on it so that you can move your arms around, because eventually you have to get to a point where you're taking one arm and moving it all the way over to one side. So you need space. So I have a picture in front of me, but then like I'm not touching the picture because my hands are to the side. So the outward movement of your hands is something that's new. So I'll slide up and down, like one arm and then the other arm, and then I'll slide my left arm out to my left, almost like you're giving a hug to your wall. But you don't leave your right hand in front of you. You move your left arm out and kind of stretch out, put some weight on your left side, come back towards center. Do the same thing with the right arm. And they intentionally want you to try different angles that you're reaching out at. So I tend to start at like, if I use a clock, I tend to start at like 10 o'clock with my left arm. But then my right arm, that might be a lot. So I might just reach out to like 3 o'clock with my right arm. But then I try to reach at different times so that I am using different parts of my muscle to get everything up and moving again. And the fact that I was able to straighten up my apartment yesterday like I was, said a lot. And I did it for like 4 hours, which was way too much. But when you're home for as long as I've been home, you start to just like clean and nest and sort things that have been laying around forever. But yeah, this is the morning, so it feels tight. And when you get up, like you have to use your abs still to get up. I do put pressure on my arms now to get up, but my sole pressure is on my abs. I have lost 6 pounds, which is exciting. Of course, that's on my home scale, so I don't know what that is in like, doctor scale land. I haven't been weighed in a doctor's office in a while. But I noticed that when I looked at myself that I seemed, I'm not distended. I'm not bloated or anything. My stomach just seemed better. So I weighed myself and I was pleasantly surprised. So that is kind of a large weight loss in a relatively short amount of time. Because I did weigh myself on that same scale last week. So I know it's a 6-pound weight drop since last week. I'm not super concerned. If it keeps dropping at that rate, I'll be super concerned. The one thing I'll say about the tamoxifen, again, I'll know on Wednesday if I'm staying on it or not, or if I'm going to switch over to the Lupron and the aromatase inhibitors. I don't know if I said that or not. I wanted to hold off saying that until I spoke to my son, but I already did that. So I'll wait to hear on Wednesday, and then I'll just fill you in more then. But I did notice yesterday I felt really hot. I mean, granted, I was very overdoing it. Took my temperature just to be on the safe side. Didn't have a fever, but I felt hot overall, and I kept checking the thermostat, wondering, like, is it just really hot in my apartment, and I just don't realize. So, I fortunately never really had hot flashes, like back, when I first started going through menopausal stuff. They weren't like flashes. It was more like longer periods where I just overall felt warm. And then it would just go away after, like, I don't know, an hour or so. It wasn't a flash. It was like a period, not that kind of period, a span of time. But then it would go away. And like last night, I felt super, super hot. So just weird things that have popped up that I've noticed, which could or could not be related to the tamoxifen, is that I'm just, like, my body temperature just seems like higher than usual. It's like I'm getting sick. At least I hope not. I can't imagine. I haven't been around anyone without a mask. And then my left arm with the tingliness. I don't know what that's about. It's not really my arm. It's my fingers. And it hasn't really been cold out, so that I can blame it on that. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm going to shift. It's not pretty, so I'd show you, but it's it's kind of a project to do that. I'll use my abs to get up, and I usually hold on to my breasts to get up because they still need that pressure, and my armpits are still disgusting. I don't understand why they smell so bad. It's just gross. I mean, they seem to reassure me that over time that will start to go away. Fine. It's just gross. Like, I could just go over it. Well, I don't smell so much here, but like with being hot and then having that on top of it is just like icky. So I have pretty strong lavender deodorant that I use. All right. So I'm going to grab my boobs and sit up and start my day. And I hope you guys all have, and gals and everyone, have a great day too. Bye.